Poultry farming is the form of animal husbandry which raises domesticated birds such as chickens, ducks, turkeys and geese to produce meat or eggs for food. It has originated from the agricultural era. Poultry, mostly chickens, are farmed in great numbers. More than 60 billion chickens are killed for consumption annually. Chickens raised for eggs are known as layers, while chickens raised for meat are called broilers. In the United States, the national organization overseeing poultry production is the Food and Drug Administration. In the UK, the national organization is the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. Biomass of birds on Earth. According to the World Watch Institute, 74% of the world's poultry meat and 68% of eggs are produced intensively. One alternative to intensive poultry farming is free-range farming using lower stocking densities. Poultry producers routinely use nationally approved medications, such as antibiotics, in feed or drinking water, to treat disease or to prevent disease outbreaks. Some FDA-approved medications are also approved for improved feed utilization. Commercial hens usually begin laying eggs at 16 to 21 weeks of age, although production gradually declines soon after from approximately 25 weeks of age. This means that in many countries, by approximately 72 weeks of age, flocks are considered economically unviable and are slaughtered after approximately 12 months of egg production. Although chickens will naturally live for 6 or more years, in some countries, hens are force-molted to reinvigorate egg laying. Environmental conditions are often automatically controlled in egg-laying systems. For example, the duration of the light phase is initially increased to prompt the beginning of egg laying at 16 to 20 weeks of age and then mimics summer day length, which stimulates the hens to continue laying eggs all year round. Normally, egg production occurs only in the warmer months. Some commercial breeds of hen can produce over 300 eggs a year. Free-range poultry farming allows chickens to roam freely for a period of the day, although they are usually confined in sheds at night to protect them from predators or kept indoors if the weather is particularly bad. In the UK, the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs states that a free-range chicken must have daytime access to open-air runs during at least half of its life. Unlike in the United States, this definition also applies to free-range egg-laying hens. The European Union regulates marketing standards for egg farming, which specifies a minimum condition for free-range eggs that hens have continuous daytime access to open-air runs, except in the case of temporary restrictions imposed by veterinary authorities. The RSPCA, Welfare Standards for Laying Hens and Pullets, indicates that the stocking rate must not exceed 1,000 birds per hectare of range available and a minimum area of overhead shade, shelter of 8 m2 per 1,000 hens must be provided. Free-range farming of egg-laying hens is increasing its share of the market. DEFRA figures indicate that 45% of eggs produced in the UK throughout 2010 were free-range. 5% were produced in barn systems and 50% from cages. This compares with 41% being free-range in 2009. Suitable land requires adequate drainage to minimize worms and coccidial oocysts, suitable protection from prevailing winds, good ventilation, access and protection from predators. Excess heat, cold or damp can have a harmful effect on the animals and their productivity. Free-range farmers have less control than farmers using cages in what food their chickens eat, which can lead to unreliable productivity, though supplementary feeding reduces this uncertainty. In some farms, the manure from free-range poultry can be used to benefit crops. The benefits of free-range poultry farming for laying hens include opportunities for natural behaviors such as pecking, scratching, foraging and exercise outdoors. Both intensive and free-range farming have animal welfare concerns. Cannibalism, feather pecking and vent pecking can be common, prompting some farmers to use beak trimming as a preventative measure. Although reducing stocking rates would eliminate these problems, diseases can be common and the animals are vulnerable to predators. Barn systems have been found to have the worst bird welfare. In Southeast Asia, a lack of disease control in free-range farming has been associated with outbreaks of avian Influenza. Instead of keeping them in cages, free-run laying hens roam freely within an enclosed barn. This type of housing also provides enrichment for the hens, including nesting boxes and perches that are often located along the floor of the barn. Many believe that this type of housing is better for the bird than any caging system. But it has its disadvantages, too. Due to the increase in activity of the birds, dust levels tend to elevate and the air quality decreases. When air quality drops,